4-0 at home coming in, and just a stunning effort here by the Matadors. Now they get the ball down on the baseline. Oh, the first jam by Gallic. He's fouled by Adam Thomas.
Oh, my goodness. I couldn't contain myself. I almost leapt out of my seat. Gallic with a reverse slam dunk with people hanging all over him, and that was a man's play. Oh, Willie Gallic, the man from Canada.
That is exactly the way to
do that to the Americans, Willie. That's embarrassing. That was a man's dunk.
Wow. Jeepers, creepers. We have seen incredible inside play, and Gallic knocks down the free throw for good measure to complete an incredible three-point play to make it 85-61, and there's nothing left but some insults for the Titan crowd to shout. Streeter pounds it down low to Rhymes. He leans in, missed the shot, no good, but tipped up and over and in by Thomas. He went right over Tremaine Townsend and Willie Gallic, but at 7-2, I guess he can do that. They get the ball inside to Gallic. He wants to go in. He fumbles the ball on the baseline, now throws it back out to Jenkins, who will wisely back it out with 3:05 left to play, and the Matadors in control. He gets it over to Deon on the right wing. Back to Gallic. Out front, the ball tipped away, and it's going to be stolen by Lassiter, and a foul as Rob Haynes holds Lassiter.
Did they call it on Rob Haynes? I think they called that on Lassiter.
They called it on Lassiter. That's a good call.
Lassiter grabbed Haynes.
Grabbed Haynes to get around him, and then Haynes grabbed him back, and that's the first time I've ever seen them call the initial foul. Usually you get the retaliation like in a hockey game, but excellent call. There was a foul, but I just thought maybe a late whistle. All right, if you're looking for, like a pimple on a supermodel, that's where I'm at right now, because everything else has been going right for the Matadors.
Well, Xavier Crawford is back in the ballgame. He came in a little earlier and had a turnover quickly as Rob Haynes makes his free throw. Matadors with an 86-63 lead. Coming in the ballgame now is Kenny Daniels replacing Deon Tresvant, who's had a wonderful game offensively, defensively, just doing everything he could to help this ball club win. So did Rob Haynes.
Roderick Mel's coming over to check in. He's going to replace Josh Jenkins.
Nope,
no,
Rob
he's going to take Haynes. Okay. So Xavier Crawford, Kenny Daniels, Roderick Mel's, Willie Gallic, and Josh Jenkins for the Matadors. Shamsuddin will receive the inbound pass from Chris Rhymes and bring it into the front court for the Titans. 2:54 left to play. 87-63 Matadors. Now Lassiter jumps, dishes to Rhymes out of the right side. A three-pointer on the way, no good, and the rebound inside to Jenkins, the littlest guy on the court. He quickly throws ahead to Gallic, and the ball whacked away by Lassiter and out of bounds. Nice recovery defensively. Gallic was going to have another two-handed jam there if he could have come up with it, but Lassiter whacked it away. And now Jenkins comes out. And the
Gallic
freshman
goes out as well, and Gallic needs a big hand into the ball game. Tony O for Willie Gallic.
Gallic is now getting that standing O from the Matador faithful who've made the trip down here. Inbound pass tipped, and Rutherford, who threw the ball inbounds, recovers it. He gives over to the right wing to Mells, back to Rutherford, who backs up near half court. The freshman guarded by another freshman, Amir Samsudin. Rutherford dribbles down to the right side. Top of the key to Xavier Crawford, who gets back to Rutherford. 2:22 to play. Still 10 on the shot clock. Rutherford drives around his man, comes into the trees, throws it off the glass, no good. Tip inside, no good. Rebound, volleyed around. Tip once, twice by Crawford. Everybody fumbling. It comes right to Kenny Daniels. He's fouled from behind. And we'll have free throws for the Matadors.
Well, the Matadors fought for that rebound. They did everything they could, and they couldn't get it in, but they did get a foul. Kenny Daniels with a chance to put 2 more points in the scoring column for the Matadors and for himself.
There was about 6 players, it seemed like, in a 2x2 square on the floor under the basket. And about 5 different guys tipped the ball. Daniels knocks down a free throw to make it 88-63. So the Matadors now will be 4-7 overall, their first road win of the season. And it couldn't have come at a better time. Free throw is missed, and Osham Sami grabs the rebound and gives it back to Daniels. So more time coming off the clock. We're getting down close to 2 minutes left to play, and the Matadors cruising here. The Titans will lose their first game at home this season, falling to 4-1, and now 6-7 overall. But more importantly for the Matadors, 1-0 in conference play. Now Daniels dribbles around his man, comes down the left side, lays it off to Crawford, no good. And a follow-up rebound and in.
Roderick Mells. Wow. That was really a foul on Xavier Crawford got fouled, but I like the fact that Roderick Mells went in there and finished it.
And Roderick Mells went right over the back of Xavier Crawford and looked like he was going to two-hand stuff it. So a minute and a half to play. It's 90-63 Matadors. Wow, this is something else. I didn't no way you could expect this kind of a hurting put on the Titans in their own building.
Yeah, no way you expected this. The Matadors with a 27-point lead with 1:18 left in the ball game. And like you said, it's all over, but what the final score will be. And you've got to have a happy Matador squad. I mean, they had not won on the road. They'd been to a lot of tough places, and this place is pretty tough, but they acted as if it didn't matter. They just came out and put a spanking on the Titans tonight.
Lassiter was fouled by his opposite number, Roderick Mells. And number 11 for the home team knocks down a free throw to make it 90-64 with 1:18 to play. Second free throw bounces out, no good, and over the back a little bit there was Thomas. He gets away with it, and the Matadors fumble the ball in the backcourt. Thomas, the big man, is on the floor, grabs it, and calls timeout.
Well, that's a turnover, and Xavier Crawford, he's got to be stronger than that. He just turned and threw the ball, and that's why he gets limited playing time, because sometimes he's a little careless with that basketball. When you're that tall, you grab it, you let a guard come to you, and that's what Coach Braswell is telling Rutherford. He's saying, look, when the big man grabs it, don't you turn your back on him. Go to him, take it out of his hand.
I was just amazed to see Adam Thomas, all 7 feet, 2 of them, down on the floor grabbing the ball with 1:12 to play in a blowout contest. Good effort by him.
Well, the coach will love that, and that's what you like to see. This game is not over to him. He's in the ball game. He's going to play hard all the way.
90-64. Well, it's pretty much over to everybody else, including the rather silent student section behind us. Just teasing, not trying to rub their nose in it.
Yeah, you better be glad that they're not. Well, they might be listening, and better be careful when you go to your car in that parking lot.
Lassiter lays it over to the right side to Rhymes, who launches from the right side. No good. Inside, Thomas with a rebound. No good. And the ball fumbled out of bounds. Last touch by Tony Oceansami.
Thomas is in there battling for rebounds. Matadors, he's 7'4"?
7'2".
7'2". He looked like 7'6" on that one. He was really up there.
There's a lot of midgets out there right now if you look at Thomas. And a ball inbounded by the Titans. We're down to 55 seconds left to play. Here's a three-pointer out of the right corner, no good. And the long rebound comes to Xavier Crawford. And he gives to Dallas Rutherford, and the freshman will slow it up for the Matadors. 45 seconds to play. And the Matadors now just working it around the perimeter. They're up near half court. Kenny Daniels dribbling around, trying to work his way around Chris Rhymes. Fumbles the ball, now recovers, and we get a 5-second
Kenny
count.
Daniels is not comfortable dribbling the ball that far away from the basketball, from the basket. And that's another turnover in the Matadors' books that they don't need.
90-64 still. We're down to 25 seconds to play, and the ball is fumbled, but a foul is going to be called on Roderick Mells over near the left sideline.
And I don't know why Ride was doing that. Come on, just play defense. The game is over. You don't need a spectacular steal. I mean, you don't want to stop playing, but that's not the type of play you need. Solid defense and in this ball game.
At this point, yes, let's get out of here healthy and move on to the next contest, which, by the way, will be this Friday night. The Matadors will return home. Meanwhile, the ball being fumbled around by everybody. Thompson's in the left corner, throws it out front to Shamsuddin with 17 left in the ball game, and he backs out and starts a dribble. 13 seconds left. Snapped into the corner. Thompson will launch a three. That's off the mark, no good. Tony O battles and gets himself another rebound. He gives to Rutherford, and 3 seconds are left. Rutherford will cruise up to the front court, and that'll do it. The Matadors with a really stunning 90-64 blowout of the Titans